Here in France, and the finance minister defending the green shoots of the economic recovery.
Yes, that's right. Pierre Moscovici is standing by the official government line that there is growth for this year of 0.1%. This is in response to comments by a French newspaper on Saturday that cited the finance minister as saying, in fact, there was a shrinking of the economy by 0.1%. Now, a slight difference, but one which he was very quick to defend against.
What's important is the trend. We're out of recession. And what does that mean? Recession is having 2 quarters in a row of negative growth. That's what we've had. Last quarter of 2012 and the first quarter of 2013. Besides, this negative growth was smaller in France than in neighbouring countries like Spain, Italy or even Germany. And now we've entered a period of positive growth. It'll be the case in the second quarter 2013 and the third quarter 2013.
Well, staying in France, and the government's trying to avert a crisis in egg production or smashing.
Absolutely. Now, this is an emergency meeting that's been called for this week between government officials and egg producers in the north of the country. This is after mass protests that saw tens of thousands of eggs smashed in response to rising costs of production, as Kate Moody reports.
It's a rather messy form of protest. French farmers have been on an egg-smashing rampage in northwestern France, destroying hundreds of thousands of eggs ahead of a meeting with the agriculture minister. Their aim, to draw attention to what they say are unsustainably low prices forced by overproduction across the European Union.
We're facing the abyss in the sense that we don't know how much eggs will be worth tomorrow. Today I sold mine €3 below cost price. Up till now we were talking about €1.5 or €2, but today they went at €3 below cost. I lost €3,000 today.
Farmers hope that smashing much of their own produce will stabilize what they see as an overflooded European egg market. Last year, the EU ordered farmers to improve hens' well-being, forcing them to shell out millions of euros for new, bigger cages. A French poultry farmers' union says the EU has some 15 to 20 million too many hens laying eggs, leading prices to fall below the cost of production. They're hoping to convince Agriculture Minister Stéphane Le Foll to order a 5% reduction in French output during their meeting on Tuesday.
Well, to Japan now, and disappointing growth figures there.
Yes, they have been. Now, for the past 3 months, official government figures showed growth of 0.6% as an annual figure. That's 2.6%. You could say positive growth figures. Surely they're good figures. Well, yes, they are, but they are worse than expected. The country was expecting around 0.9% for the past 3 months. And that is sure to dent some of the positive sentiment that came after good data in Japan last week with regards to low unemployment and to stable inflation. It might also have some serious consequences for government policies with regards to tax, which they were hoping to rise towards the end of next year in order to fight their budget deficit. Maybe those now might be delayed slightly more.
And what sort of impact has that had on the markets in Asia?
Well, it's been a rocky road for the Japanese major index. The Nikkei today saw some losses early on, a tiny rally, still ending down though 0.7%. Big gainers today, though, the Hong Kong Hang Seng and Shanghai Composite, both up over 2% off the back of positive economic data from China last week.
And finally, new plans being announced later for the world's fastest ever train line.
Yes, now this is a much anticipated announcement of a new rail link between Los Angeles and San Francisco. Now it's called Hyperloop, and it's the dream of billionaire entrepreneur Elon Musk, known for founding PayPal, but also for his SpaceX venture. This was getting citizen space travel. Now this project would see trains possibly traveling up to 500 kilometers an hour, making it, as you say, the world's fastest. It's been described as a cross between Concorde, a railgun and an air hockey table. Now, some cynics have said it's never going to work, but others, they credit Musk with sort of putting science fiction into reality. So this is definitely a project to watch.
Does sound bizarre. Anyway, thank you very much for that. That was Katerina Vitozzi there. And now it's time for our international press review.